I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that.
All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Random Podcast. I am your host of this evening. I am Andy, and I am joined today by the lovely Alejandra. We were talking a little bit Spanish before, weren't we?
I wasn't.
Yeah, well, I was. It was shit
well,
Spanish,
I was ignoring
but
whatever you guys were saying.
You ignore everything we fucking say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's not a bad thing, though. And, of course, the second voice you just heard yelling at his wife was Alex. How are you doing, buddy?
I am very tired, but I'm good. I'm good.
Oh. Well,
my voice is a bit rough today, so if I sound like shit, that's why. It's getting a little bit sore.
Depending on the choices you make this evening, that actually might be a good thing. You might be able to use that in your advantage.
Cool.
All right, so I was thinking throughout the week, like, what are we going to do? Because I got some episodes lined up and shit, but I wanted to do something light and airy for one of my episodes. I didn't want to go too deep and too hard because, like, I'm still coming back from all the alien shit I talked about. And so...
Understandable.
We're going on a D&D adventure!
Let's do it.
This is the moment where you have to, like, make the 420 sounds, like a... Actually, cut that audio and use it when I said it.
Okay, done.
No, don't do that. That sounds like shit. All right, so we are going on a D&D adventure. This might be a two-parter, by the way, because, like, I don't know how fast we're going to go forward. It'll all depend. Look, I want to make it fun, right? So why not just record for an hour? This is what I was thinking. Why not record for an hour? And we'll just see where we land off. Like, if we're still in the first scene, then fuck it. You know, if it's good content, I can fucking live with it. That's fine. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna start a small D&D adventure, small D&D campaign to get it out there, because I actually like D&D and the idea of D&D.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
But you had some dices, right? So that means that you're a bit of a nerd and you played it as well.
Yep.
He bought a starter kit, but never actually played it.
Yeah, I bought the starter set here, and then no one here wants to play with me. And, you know, you can't play with one other person, you know. I need, like, at least 4 people. But Ali's boring, her sister's boring. Everyone is just fucking boring. They don't want to play.
You mean the sister that's listening in on the Discord right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bet you, even if I played with them and I was a dungeon master, they would just be so boring. They'd just do, like, sensible things. I mean, what are you doing? Like, fuck the dragon. Like, roll, come on. And they'll be like, no.
I think the idea of Dungeons and Dragons is good strategy. It's not just about having fun, though, right?
True, but sometimes you can break the game.
I get it.
You know?
Sometimes you see a dragon so attractive, you have to fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you're like Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah, well,
you know?
I cannot blame... You know, Donkey was the only original character in that fucking thing. He fucked a dragon.
True, and they made him like a stereotypical black guy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He had to be stereotypical black guy because, let's face it, he kept that dragon happy somehow. I mean, he was a donkey.
I mean, donkeys have pretty long tongues, I think.
But yeah, I don't think it was a tongue that was long. You know, but that's
Can
just...
we drop
that's
this conversation? It's just getting super weird, please.
This
is why I wouldn't play D&D with you, Batman.
Yeah, that's maybe a conversation for another episode. Shrek Theories, we're going to call it. It's got to be a 25-parter.
And we'll try to get Smash Mouth on so we can interview them and why they made the worst song ever made.
They chose such a good song. Everybody fucking loved it.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's punk rock, baby. That's what I'm all about. That was a music genre made for me. All right, let's get into this shit. I want to start off today. If we're doing D&D, we're going to do it right, but not completely right, because we're the At Random podcast, and we don't know shit about what we're doing at it anyway. So, like, fuck it.
I've never played D&D.
You never played D&D? Well, you're going to now, baby. And it's going to be fun. You're going to have a lot of funs. All the funs you see them, you're going to have them. All right. So, all right, look, we're going to create your guys' character first. As, like I said, it's my episode. So I'm the boss. I'm the D&D master. I'm the dungeon master is what it's called, I think.
Yep.
And for all the fucking fanatics of Dungeons and Dragons, fuck you and your mothers. We're not playing by the rules. We're doing this our style.
We're playing Andy edition, not 5th edition.
We're not doing your nerdy ass, fucking roll for dexterity, fucking... I'm gonna get my mom to make us tortilla rolls. Like, no. We're not doing that. We are sensible adults, and we will have fun. Wir müssen... No, I'm not gonna. No.
Oh, Jesus. Am I going on a camp? Is that what this campaign is about? Do I have to go, like...
Oh, why did I not think of
through
that?
the shower or something?
You're both Jews. You started out in Dusseldorf.
You don't have a name. You were just number 4796.
Roll for how much gas comes... No, I'm not gonna do that joke.
Oh,
look, all right, so we're... We're gonna start at character. We're gonna make our character. So
okay.
I'm giving you free choice on this. By the way, Ali, try to think outside of the box if you can. I know this is difficult for you. Ali is the sort of person that shuts down once she's in a socially awkward conversation.
Yeah, like her face right now. She looks broken.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's
and
like,
if you want to see that face, you can join us on the Discord.
Yeah.
Link in the description below. All right. I'm going to give Alex his first chance to decide what he wants to be.
All right.
You know what? Actually, we're going to incorporate a role into this. I'll give you guys names.
Okay.
So you describe me your character. I'll give you your personality a name, and I'm gonna roll with my dice app. If I roll low, we're gonna do a D20 adventure. This is all gonna be D20, by the way. Just so if anybody's wondering, it's only gonna be D20. If you don't know what D20 is, D20 is the sort of dice they use. It has 20 numbers. So basically, you decide as the dungeon master, and they get a chance to roll. Depending on the number they roll, high or low will be the outcome to whatever happens.
Yeah,
so
like if you're successful or not, basically.
Yeah,
and it's up to your discretion as the dungeon master if what the number that we have to beat is.
So I'll make an example of you guys' name for the rest of the story by letting you guys roll for your character, but you're first gonna tell me what you want to be and what you can name one trait about yourself that you're very good at.
Okay.
Alex.
I'm gonna be a dwarven paladin who's very good at being a cunt.
All right. Well, look, dude. This decision lasts the entire game, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
He's
a
classic
you made
dwarf,
your decision.
You know, he's a dick.
All right. So
he sees an elf and he spits on him, you know.
You're a dwarven paladin.
Yeah. I'm the Corona Knight.
And your biggest power is that you're a cunt.
Yes.
All right. Cunt. C-U-N-T. Written down. Boom.
Beat that, Batman.
Yeah. But first we're gonna roll and see how strong your name is to go with all your cuntiness. So why don't you bring up your app?
Yeah, I got it here.
Yeah, tap that D20 button and let's see what you roll.
Got a 10.
Ah, you got a 10.
Just like middle of the road.
Ah, that's like All right. Well, I'm gonna keep your first name the way it is because it's just plain. Like, there's so many Alexes out there. If you'd kill 25,000 of them, there'll still be like 1 million of them left.
True. I was once in a class with 8 Alexes or 9 or something. So
We're gonna go with
true.
Alex. You know what? Yeah. I just thought of the most basic last name in English would be Jones, right?
Yeah.
So
I thought you were going to run with
yeah.
Mancock, but
No, your name for Mancock would have been
I'm Alex Jones. Yes. Yes.
You got the
All right, cool.
the most basic of names. You got Alex Jones as your name. All right, cool.
Done deal.
Ali, what about you, my lovely piece of meat?
I don't know. What am I supposed to choose? I don't know.
You choose a race, like a dwarf or a wood elf or a dark elf or like a necromancer or like a race
choose a
and then
vampire?
a profession.
Oh my god.
A what?
A vampire?
You want to be dude?
She's been watching True Blood.
Yeah, that. I'm a hunter vampire.
I feel you're
All
like
right.
a fire elemental or something.
Yeah,
you're a hunter vampire.
What? You're a hunter vampire. All right, and of what race?
Dark elf.
Dark elf vampire. All right.
Oh, I'm gonna be so racist to you.
All right. Well, let's see that D20. Can you?
What wasn't I supposed to choose what I'm good at?
Oh, wait. So you're a dark elf vampire. And what was the third thing you said? There was a third thing.
Hunter. But he said that he's a paladin dwarf.
Yeah, and you're dark elf vampire.
Okay.
Paladin dwarf, dark elf vampire.
Okay.
Fuck,
All
does that
right,
mean
so-
we can't go anywhere in daylight?
What is your main like plus thing you have?
Let's continue with the True Blood. I can read minds.
You can read minds. Oh, that's actually better than being a cunt. Reads minds. Oh, I like that. That is good. Wait, who in True
The
Blood?
main character.
Can he?
No, Suki can. She's the main
Oh.
character.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Suki,
cool.
not Snooky, right?
So,
Suki.
take out your D20 and let's see what your name is going to be.
A 6.
You got a 6. So the main character is called
Suki.
Suki. So you're gonna be Snooky.
It's funny too because she's Chilean as well.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Wait, is Snooky's Chilean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
She's
that
an
woman's
adopted
a
Chilean.
dumpster fire. It's a catastrophe upon humanity. If
Sending her snatches along.
aliens come to Earth ever and they meet Snooky, they'll just up and leave again. It's fucking done. All right, so we got Snooky, and actually, just because you threw a 6, I'm not gonna give you a last name. That'll be your name. You're just Snooky at this point. I'm content with that.
Thank you, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so we got Alex Jones and Snooky going on an adventure.
Hell yeah.
I already like where this is going.
Are there any frogs in this episode, in this adventure?
You know what?
There is now.
I'm pretty sure you'll find a way to work them in there.
Okay, good.
Because like the whole world needs to know they're gay. Alex, a dwarven paladin. Wait, how tall as a dwarf would you be? Would you be like a lot smaller? Let's just say that the top of your head reaches her nipples as to get an idea of how big you are.
At best.
Like standing next to Snooky, how tall are you?
Yeah, let's just say he couldn't even motorboat. Like the very top of his head is like the bottom of the breasts.
Yeah, all right.
So
yeah,
he's
okay.
actually Snooki size.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are Snooky size.
Like Alex Jones is basically as tall as he is wide.
All right, guys. I'm going to have you guys roll your D20 again. Just for me, but I want you to roll it at the same time.
Okay, Batman. 3, 2, 1. Oh, 13.
18.
Ah,
An 18. All right. So, you guys have been on some campaigns together. You know each other a little bit, but you don't know each other well. You know, you're not the best of friends, but you know each other a lot. Wait, who threw 18? That was Ali, right? But
Yeah.
Snooki is, as a vampire, she can read minds, and she's very perceptive, of course, of everything going on around her. So it's enough to say that she knows more about Alex than, one, he wants her to know, and two, she wants to know. So you got a pretty good understanding of who Alex is. Alex has a lesser understanding of who you are, but, you know, he doesn't really give a shit because basically it's a dwarf. So, and if it's not alcohol or food or battle, he pretty much will not give a shit. But he nonetheless enjoys your company somewhat and has enjoyed the adventures of the past. One day, you are sitting in a tavern. And to start the story off, I am going to let you guys have some roles to get into the whole experience. So you're sitting at a bar, and Alex, I want you to tell me where you would take. Wait, who's leading into this bar, by the way? Who's the first one to walk in? Is it you, or is it Snooky Snookster?
I think the alcoholic dwarf.
The alcoholic dwarf. Yeah,
For sure.
seems about right. He would be too content to see a bar, and Snooky's just sort of, you know, trying to find some shade because it's halfway through the day, basically. So yeah, you walk in first, very jolly, very happy. You walk up to the bartender. Bartender says, "Hey, buddy, how are you doing? This seems like a pretty good place to be. It seems like a very nice tavern. If you want to get a picture in your head, so think sort of the Green Dragon from The Hobbit. You know, a very old tavern bar-esque. Hey, buddy, how are you doing? I got some guest ales here for you. I got some spirits. What would it be to liven up your day today?"
Look at me. I'm walking around with this dark tree hugger over there.
All right.
You know, I'm fucking... Just give me the hard liquor, okay? I need it. Just give me, like, straight up. The whole bottle, sir.
The whole bottle.
The whole bottle. She's paying for it.
She
By
is.
the way, just put it on her tab.
Apparently.
Yeah, sure, buddy. He reaches behind the counter, puts a big old brown bottle of some ale, you know, like some spirit you don't know. It's high in alcohol levels. About 70% in alcohol level. The bartender looks at Snooky and goes, "Well, that's about 100 gold, madam. That's pretty much the most expensive bottle I have right there. So, can I see?" At this point, you can take your D20 and roll to see how well you are with gold in your pocket.
A 6.
Fuck's sake.
6. Jesus. All right. Well, unbeknownst to Alex, you had no idea that Snooky purchased herself a brand new vibrator a couple of days ago. Already broke it, by the way, after like 2 hours playing with it. But yeah, she threw basically her money out the window. You didn't know this. She didn't have any money, and nor do you. And the biggest problem of this is you already uncorked the bottle. And the bartender looks at you and says, "Buddy, that bottle it's priceless. Once it's opened, you have to drink it. There's no closing it and selling it to somebody else. You got a bit of a problem here, don't we?"
We sure do, you daft cunt. Look at me, I'm gonna drink the fucking bottle. And if you have a problem, I'll stick it right up your fucking ass. Now leave me alone. It's not my fault that she's poor. Take it up with her.
Well, aren't you fucking cute?
Jesus.
I'm just playing my role.
Yeah, but she is your companion, Alex. But, you know...
She's also an elf, and I'm a dwarf.
You've made your bed, don't you? I think somebody's sleeping on the couch tonight. All right, well, you know, the bartender says, "Well, buddy, you know, I might not be the biggest guy around, but I can tell you, this is not gonna be your best day." He goes like this, "Gregory!" And from behind him, in the counter, there's a man tall towards the ceilings. His head almost bumps up against the ceiling. His head is that of an ox. He's got a giant ox head, and his body is muscular as can be. Clearly, more than any of you separately or together would be able to handle. This is a guy that's seen not only battle, this is a guy that's seen war. Like, you definitely know if you stand up to this fella, he is gonna rape you with his ox cock. Yeah, seems to me you got more than you bit more off than you could chew here, buddy. That bottle in your hand right there that you so jolly gulped down just now, you are going to pay for that.
I have a question. Does the guard have body armor on?
The guard is wearing body armor and clearly a battle-worn sword.
Are his genitals also protected?
He is behind the counter. He walked up from behind him, so there's a counter between you and him. So yeah, I'd imagine any move you make would give him time to, and especially in his situation, somebody's that's battle weary.
All right. Are there other patrons in the bar?
There are other patrons in the bar. Ali, anytime you want to chime in here, don't keep quiet. If you want to make a move, girl, you know, he put you.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've never done this.
Just use your imagination. Go along with the story. Just whatever you want to do. Fucking show him your tits and see what happens.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
All right, get your panties out of a bunch, Mr. Barman. Just give me like 5 minutes, your lapdog over there, the big fucking blockhead Lego man. He can follow me around if he wants. I'll get your money. Don't worry about it. You'll have it within 10 minutes.
Well, you know what? You do seem like somewhat of an adventurer. I've served a couple of adventurers, and even though you got a big mouth, maybe it's time somebody put you to the test. But that chick right over there, that piece of ass is staying with me until I get my money.
Look, you can have 2 blowjobs for the bottle.
Well, you know what?
You want to loose your cock.
Wait, is that... Do you want to go that way, Alex?
Snooky,
I'm not doing shit.
take a hit for the team.
I'm not taking a hit for the
Hey,
team.
Dude, I'm asking you, Alex. Do you want to go that road?
Look, okay, she won't do it, but you know what? Like, fuck it. I'm lazy. I'm about the right height. Look, so I can take care of the both of you for the bottle to pay it off.
So the bartender looks at the big ox guy behind him. Big ox guy is gone, well, you know, I've had worse in war. It works for me. And the guy behind the counter said, well, I'd never had a blowjob from a beardy small guy before. His mouth is tiny. Seems interesting. Let's go for it. So, you're gonna roll your D20 to tell me how good you did.
All right, let's go.
Him or me too?
No, just Alex. Alex is given the blowjob, so...
Oh, a 9.
Ooh. Well, you know, they weren't too happy with that. First of all, you didn't keep in account that the ox guy was hung like an ox as well. Literally fucking ginormous. Your tiny mouth could have never fit that. So you got pre-cum strains all up in your beard. It's just all dangling down. You did manage to suck off the bartender himself, who was somewhat content, but at that point, you looked like a mess. The ox guy wasn't having fun. And in the back room where you did it, he actually just rammed his fist on your head, and you faint. Now, at that point, Alex is knocked out on the floor. Ox guy walks out with a huge raging hard-on, because he is animalistic in nature, and he points towards Snooky over there. And he says, your buddy couldn't finish the fucking job. but you're going to. He's knocked out in the back. So now you have to pay up for what he fucking lost. And at that time, when he says that, he's getting a very strange look on his face and becomes very quiet. And the bartender as well. The bartender's looking very, very peculiar. And they're sort of waving about and like stumbling about. And all of a sudden, all around you, Snooky, while Beardy Cum Guy is in the back, knocked the fuck out, everyone around you in the bar falls to the floor and starts to sleep.
Cool.
Is that all I get?
So this is why I don't play D&D with
I just knocked out the entire bar. All I get, your first reaction is cool. It's not like, oh no, what happened? Like, what's going on?
That seems weird.
All right. Well, look. All right. So you know what happened. You've seen what happened around you. Everybody's on the floor. Everybody's sleeping. Everybody's knocked the fuck out. Your buddy's in the back. So now you get to decide what you do with that situation.
Mm-hmm. So I go behind the counter, take all the money, pick up the fucking passed out dwarf, and get the fuck out of there.
All right. So you go behind the counter. You pick the money.
I take some money.
All right. How much gold are you picking? Because how much? Wait, what was the roll on the money again? That was like 9 gold, right? She rolled a 9.
She rolled a 6.
A 6.
Yeah. All right. So let's just use that as a reference of where you started gold wise. You had 6 gold. So now you're gonna roll the d20 to see how well you can open the register, if it works at all.
A 2.
A 2.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that shit is staying locked.
Well, I take the finest bottle they have.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. You decide. So you still have 6 gold, but since you rolled a 2, I'm gonna raise it to 8 gold now because you were smart enough to feel around in the bartender's pockets, and he had like 2 gold on him, which isn't a lot. You take a bottle that says Best Spirit. You think it's the same bottle as the one presented to Alex before, but you're not sure. It could very easily be a very shitty bottle as well. Like bad fucking liquor. Like the stuff that orcs would drink.
But still, I'm in the company of a cunt of a dwarf, so he will drink anything.
But like even he, if this is a bad bottle, if this is not what you hope it is, even him, he ain't gonna take it. He's gonna hurl if he drinks it.
Well,
but so
that's
this is
his
what,
fucking problem at the end of the day. He fucking hung me out
point,
dry.
I completely agree. But so you've went from 6 gold to 8 gold and a bottle that says Best Spirit. Alex, you were dragged out, still unconscious. You come into an open street, one of the main streets of that kingdom. And in that kingdom, you notice that there are people on the streets as well. They're sleeping. So Alex is still knocked out, and he's beginning to weigh you down a little bit. Alex, can you roll a d20? And Ali, you can roll a d20 as well, please.
Oh, critical fail.
Oh,
1.
Yeah.
I got 13.
All right. Well, Ali gets outside and decides that to wake him up, he is a dwarf after all. Dwarf would react best to alcohol.
Horse piece.
Yeah. So you take your bottle of Best Spirit that you just grabbed from the counter and you throw it down his throat. Remember what I said before?
Am I in a coma now?
Not the best fucking bottle to throw down a dwarf. He does wake up, but spewing and puking all over himself. And so not only is his beard full of cum at this point, It is now also full of chunks of whatever he ate and whatever he...
I'm having a fucking good day.
You are not having the best day. So Alex does come to, since you threw that bell, dude. I gotta lower your health points for that. Like you lost. Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, come on, that could have not gone any worse. All right, so you lose 2 health points. You went from 20 to 18, right?
Ouch.
So why haven't I passed out yet?
We're gonna get there, woman. It's a story.
What? What was the question?
I just asked why I haven't passed out yet.
Oh, well, because you didn't suck dick like Alex did.
But everyone else in the town, have they been sucking dick too?
Yeah, we're in Dick Suckville.
Oh, you mean why did you two not?
No, why did I not pass out? He passed out, but I woke him up.
Yeah, he passed out because he got bumped on the head.
Yeah.
The other people around you passed out for a different reason that you haven't found out yet.
Okay.
You just walked out of this bar. You didn't even look for a clue or anything. You just walked out.
You can tell she's never played Dungeons and Dragons. She has no creativity, no patience.
It's the scenario. It's the scenario. You just got to go along with it. So Snooki is still at 20 HP, and it's looking pretty good for her. Alex is down to 18 HP. So, yeah. All right, so you walk in the street. You come to puke yourself completely full of chunks of meat. And this is why, by the way, you've lost some health points, is because you've lost whatever you ate, which would account for a little bit of health, I would imagine. So yeah, you're just covered in puke at this point. You're a bloody mess. You stink hours in the wind. Like any predator would be able to smell you from miles away.
I'm basically a real porn star at this point. Been doing some deep throat.
And not to mention, if you were ever to cross paths with a female ox, she'd probably be into you. Because of some form of smell coming off of you.
I see.
All right, so you're in the middle of the street. Alex has woken up. He's come to. Fucking take it. This is all you two at this point.
I'm gonna just look around, sort of pervade the street. Where are people lying? Are they slumped over outside their buildings?
Yeah.
Can I see anything?
Yeah. Well, you notice that the people that have fallen asleep are basically just fallen asleep where they stood. It's as if something just put him asleep. Like everyone from that town, every inhabitant from that town is just knocked the fuck out where they stood.
Okay.
And you know it's sleeping because there's a lot of people in between them that are snoring.
Okay. I'm going to turn to Snooki and be like, Snooki, like, what do you think could be going on?
Gas leak.
Gas?
The disappointment in
A gas leak? Fuck you. Go back to Jersey Shore, you dumbass.
That's the most American thing you could say. Like, the entire fucking... the entire city is just knocked out. That's
I assume we're in like a fantasy land. I don't think they're fucking tapping gas to like give heating.
You just met an ox man with an ox cock. Yeah, you are in fantasy land, buddy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't think we have like fucking gas burners in a kitchen, you know.
Oh, no. Everything's wood fires and stuff like that.
But come on, common sense.
This looks suspicious. What could it be? Is it a spell?
I love the fact that Snooki just said, this looks suspicious. Like that is something Snooki would say.
Oh, God.
So you both survey your surroundings a little bit. And you look around and you actually, Snooki, by looking around, you at one point, you see a gigantic castle at the end of the city. And that castle has a fading pink dome around it, almost like a magical shield or...
Kind of like the Disney logo?
No, not that.
So there's not an angry Mickey
No,
Mouse on the
no,
rampage?
no,
It's kind of like,
there's not.
in the Harry Potter, the scene, like the spell they put over the castle.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
it's like that. Okay.
Sort of.
But it's pink.
Yeah, it
I have
is
a question.
magic. Yeah, go
Do
for
we
it.
have weapons on us right now?
You have whatever you carried in your last mission. You have a battle-worn axe that badly needs repairs.
Can I go back into the inn? Very briefly.
Yeah,
Or am I-
if that's your choice, you could. And Ali has 2 dark daggers.
Okay.
She got them from her parents. They're a little dull, need a little sharpening, but they would still work if you put pointy end first
Okay.
in flashy flesh.
I'm going to turn to Snooky. I'm going to say, Snooky, I have, can we just quickly go back to the inn? There's something I need to do.
You do you, boy.
All right, and what do you do, Snooky? Do you stay outside? Do you go with your companion?
Yeah, I join him because I'm looking for my bow. Because where the fuck is my bow?
Okay, so you're looking for a bow.
Yeah.
All right, well, go back in and do what you need to do.
I'm going to go in. I'm going to walk up to the Oxman.
Mhm.
As far as I remember, he had a very nice battle-worn sword.
Yeah. Well, it looked battle worn, but you would imagine that a professional soldier has a very well blade, a well kept blade. Yeah.
I want to take his sword, including
Alright.
the sheath,
Mm-hmm.
and then I want to stab him in the penis on my way out.
Dude. Yep. Wait, let me check my notes here. Dwarven paladin cunts. Yep, seems about right. All right.
And then I'm going to masturbate and come on his face.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Is that from memories past from when you couldn't fit it in your tiny mouth, you fucking gay boy?
Yeah, it's revenge.
All right. Well, why don't you roll a d20 and see how well all that goes?
Oh, 1. Fuck me. Would I like stab myself?
Right. Well, Jesus
Christ, this fucking
This
RNG
is not a
bullshit.
good day for dwarves. Yeah. So basically, you stumble into the bar, raging with fucking fury because of what just happened with Oxman. You plan on taking his sword. The sword, just you fall flat face first because there was so much fucking goo from your throwing up and your jizz. You basically stepped into a puddle of that jizz. You fall face first onto the Oxman. The Oxman's dick is still hard because he's having a wet dream. And you are engulfed with some Oxman semen. Head
shit.
to toe, making you even more full of gigantic stinky fluids and gooey bits and shit like that. You're at this point, you're 50% cum, 50% dwarf.
Shit.
And also, in your fall, your harness completely, cracks the, well, not cracks, but sort of bends the blade of the Oxman inside of the sheath, so rendering it useless, basically. That sword is no more usable than you are after that blowjob.
God damn it. Alrighty then.
In the meantime, Snooky is standing there with the biggest grin on her face in the corner, just laughing it up.
Mm-hmm.
And to make matters worse, since this is your second one that you roll, Snooky reads your mind for a quick second, and hears you say, "I sort of like that," in your head. And that's the end of that scenario then. All right, so you broke the blade, but you're still inside the tavern. On with you, cuff man.
Snooky, are you going to do something? Or are you just going to stand there?
What is she supposed to do? You are standing in the middle of a tavern.
Yeah, but she
with
wants
a
a bow.
broken sword in your hand.
Hey, she wants a
covered
bow.
in ox jizz and puke.
All right, you know what? I'm going to try and break into this safe this time and get the money.
Okay. Yeah,
That's my turn.
Okay. All
If I
right.
get a third one, I'm done.
Whenever you want to jump in, Ali, if you want to do something in a scenario, just hop in. All right?
Oh, a 19.
Oh, you
Fucking
got a
back with
19.
a vengeance.
Well, wherever Snooky failed, you succeed. You are so furious and you slap your fists on the counter, accidentally pressing a button. It's actually the button to open the safe side of the register. And yeah, you just get all the money. You were at 0 when you started, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I got you at 0.
Damn.
But right now, you are up to... Wait, you drew a 19?
19. Yep.
Let's put you at 125G for that 19.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
you got a shitload of bad luck, but now you got some good luck. So,
From rags to riches.
yeah. Alex has 125 gold, and Ali is still in the bar just watching everything go down.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Snooky, this
Yeah.
is how you fucking open a safe.
How can you be that high-headed
'Cause I'm a
after all
cunt.
that went down already?
It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, so you're in the bar. Is there anything else you guys want to do while you're there?
I just want to grab my bow that I left on the bar when I went to pick the
You
drunk
did not
one up.
have a bow when you got in there.
Yes, I did. I
had
said I
two
was a
blades.
hunter. I want my bow.
You're a vampire.
All
Yeah.
right. Well. All right. Let's do it this way then. Can you roll your d20 for me?
9.
What?
9.
A 9. All right. Well, that's halfway, somewhat decent, I would guess. So you do, in fact, find your bow and your quiver with arrows. The only thing is, during the fall of a lot of people, somebody fumbled and actually fell on your bow, and it has a little crack in it. It's not yet broken, but like, you know that this shit is not gonna work that well anymore, and it's probably gonna break at one point. So yeah, you got the 2 daggers and your quiver of arrows. You got broken bow. All right. So at that time, when you guys walked back in, this old guy walks in. He's wearing very clean clothes, robes, in fact. He looks a bit of a magician, and he just looks eyes open at you and like goes, "Guys, what the fuck? What happened? Did you see the mess out there? Like, everybody's asleep."
You keep asking me questions like that, Gandalf will put you to sleep. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Stop bothering
all right.
me.
Well, Jesus Christ, man. What crawled up your butt?
Look at me. I'm covered in sperm and fucking vomit. Do you think I want your bullshit questions, you geriatric old fuck?
I was surprised. Everybody was sleeping.
Why aren't you
Jesus,
asleep?
Are
That's
you
suspicious.
friends with this guy?
Apparently.
Yeah. All right. Well, you seem like the nicer one of the two. Let me direct my questions to you.
That's because you haven't met her yet.
Jesus. All right. Is he by profession a cunt, or is just a...
It's just a personality trait.
Okay. Well, good. Well, I'm happy that you're a nice person to talk to, at least. Do you know anything more than I do? Because I just saw a whole bunch of people fall over on the street here, and like, other than that, I didn't know what's going on.
Neither do we.
Okay.
We just walked into this bar and this happened.
I saw that the castle now has a dome over it, which it didn't yesterday. You know, you guys be up like to help me go there? Because like, I'm scared here. Like, I'm freaking out. I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to go to the castle and like see what we can find there?
So at this point, I use my skills to try to read this guy's mind.
All right. Well,
what do
roll
I
your roll your d20.
15.
15. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. You can read this guy's mind pretty clearly. There's nothing much you can hide. From what you can tell, he's a pretty simple person. There's not much he said that wasn't true. he's just an older fella. He's a little bit of a magician. And there's nothing much more to it than that. He can do small favors. He can do a little bit of magic. Nothing too fancy smancy. But yeah, his intentions are, by all intents and purposes, to go to the castle and check out why it has a dome or how it was protected or what's going on.
So at this point, I think that's the only option we have.
Well, not per se. You can just kick this guy's ass and walk out. You can do whatever you want.
Mm.
What do you think, you dark-skinned tree hugger? Do we trust this guy or not?
I say yes. He doesn't have an ill intent.
That's good enough for me then. All right, Gandalf, let's go. I'm not carrying you up that fucking hill, though. You walk of your own free will.
But my legs are sore.
They'll be more sore if you don't quit complaining.
Won't you help an old man up the stairs, young fella?
Your age is not my problem.
I don't know why he was texting all of a sudden. But like, gosh darn the heck. It's like an old mine prospector or something. All right, but you decide to go with the man to the palace. Lo and behold, you walk throughout the streets and you see that the entire kingdom is completely asleep on the streets. You walk into the dome without a problem. So clearly it's meant to keep something either in or it's meant to keep something out. You don't know really what it is. The guy, the magician, that's what you doesn't know as well. But yeah, that's basically what it does, because it doesn't harm you in any form or way. The magician put his hand in first to try, and like
more like the dwarf shoved him in before to try it out.
Yeah, that would probably be the case. But yeah, nothing spectacularly weird happens. He just, he walks through, and you guys walk through as well. You come by the palace. Of course, it's guarded by two big, brusky, fucking tall guardsmen at the front gate saying, "Halt! What are you guys doing here? And who are you?"
I'm walking here. Now get out the fucking way. Let me in.
"Halt walking here. You shall not pass."
Well, the stupid cunt of a dwarf companion meant to say is like, we're just looking for answers to what has happened to the town. Why is everyone all of a sudden passed out?
Jeez, you're not very inconspicuous, Snooky. Are you just gonna go blabbing to everybody what we're doing, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay then.
Well, milady, I think it's a devastating thing. We were just in time to put up that barrier, actually, to protect ourselves. We couldn't make the barrier big enough, but
So fuck the people.
The king's inside. If you don't mind being escorted by a bunch of the castle guards, you could probably talk to him. Maybe you could help him guys out. Jeez, you guys look like adventurers. Would you be up to that task, adventurers?
How much money are we talking? I ain't doing this for free. I'm not asleep. I can just go back down the hill and go somewhere else and adventure.
I'm just a palace guard, buddy, and you need to tone it the fuck down, because my spear is ready to meet your asshole.
Well, look, looking at the streets
you
and the quality...
are talking to fucking royal guard, all right?
Hey, all I'm saying, royal guard...
If you keep this up, you ain't getting in, period.
All I'm saying, royal guard, is looking at the quality of the roads. He obviously doesn't spend money on the people, so he maybe has money to pay me. That's all I'm saying.
That is my king, good sir, and I'm gonna stop you right there. You're gonna roll your D20 for attitude, buddy.
I'm gonna get 3, probably.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. Oh, 19. Suck it.
Oh, suck it, motherfucker. All right, well, you are a gigantic prick, but apparently you get away with it, and the guard just has to take it. All right, well, that is my king. I don't want you to talk like that about my king. You need to shut the fuck up. We will be addressing to the lady here in the matter, because at least she seems to be somewhat smart. Would you guys actually be interested? I think there's quite a lot of money involved here. If you want to name your price to the king, just pop in there, but you will be escorted by 6 royal guards.
What do you think, John C? Should we do it?
Who?
Jonesy.
Jonesy. Look, if it's between being gangbanged by the guards or putting up with Gandalf, I'd rather just be gangbanged by the guards. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, you're into that sort of shit, aren't you?
Yeah, you know.
Well, you stand in front of a gigantic doorway. The two guards walk inwards towards the doorknobs and they press open the door. And at that point, your characters are flooded with light. Light shines over them and zoom out. And that's the end of this episode. Yeah, so you guys got inside the castle. Whatever's going to happen is going to be continued. You guys aren't doing too bad. Alex.
Hell yeah, I'm having a great day.
You need to lose that lip, motherfucker. But you did warn me you were gonna be a cunt. Like, holy fuck. I did not know what I was getting myself into.
Really? Have you met him before?
Hey,
This
look,
is how
all I'm
he
saying
always
is
is.
I may have been covered in vomit and semen, but I ended up drinking the most expensive bottle of liquor and making 125 gold.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I know you're an optimistic guy. Your adventure today wasn't a win.
It was.
By anyone's standard. How can you be like that fucking like, oh, I had the most expensive bottle. An ox jizzed on you in his sleep.
Dude, I'm a dwarf. I've seen things, all right?
And yes, you did get the most tasty and expensive bottle of liquor there was. You also drank the worst.
Yeah, yin and yang. Hey, that wasn't my fault. That was Snooky over there.
Hey, don't drag me into this shit. I didn't do anything. Literally.
But Ali actually did a very good job. Although, actually, when it comes to health-wise and like wise decisions,
I'm sorry, I'm not a master thief, but
if it goes with getting shit done, I'd actually have to go with Alex, because like you still only got 8G and you spent the only bottle you stole
was terrible and poisoned me.
Basically making somebody else puke.
I mean, I did have 2 bottles of hard liquor in about 10 minutes though, so.
And Alex has 125G at this point.
Yeah, and a bad smell.
Yeah. So if you want to know what the continuation of this story is, then come listen to us next week and we'll see what sort of adventures Alex Jones and Snooky are gonna come. Best names ever.
That's a sight to behold.
All right, next to that, I want to give a huge shout out to our listeners in America and India, because holy fuck, we broke how many records?
Like
we
every
tripled.
record.
We tripled our listeners in the last 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because India started listening to us.
Yeah. We love you, India.
It was incredible. Yeah. And like America as well. Like we got a good bunch of American listeners and stuff like that. So I want to thank you guys for listening. The goodest boy of the week. I don't think I need to say it anymore, but like it's the ox from the story. Let's face it, guys. He jizzed all over Alex. And please listen to other episodes and tell me that Alex does not deserve to be jizzed on once in a while.
Hey, look, you got to live life a little, you know?
Yep, you do. You gotta have. I was surprised that you were like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm gonna suck him off.
Yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes
I didn't even have to push you towards that. Like that happened naturally.
Look, I try to get stuff done. If I wait all day for Snook over here, nothing would happen. So I'm going to be, taking action, be affirmative.
Well, giving head to an ox is definitely something, affirmative. It's
I
definitely
at least finished the bartender.
Yeah, you did. You did a good job there. And he wasn't complaining that much, so you did a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
That being said, if you want to join the madness, to the people from India as well, if you want to join the madness, there's a Discord server you can come on. Well, not come on as in the story, but come on.
if you want to do that, we have a Not Safe for Work channel. So I guess
actually we
could
do. You
post
can
it there
come here too.
Yeah,
give us your
if you want to.
contributes. Give Alex your contributes in the NSFW section of the Discord server. If you want to know where the Discord server is, just click in the link in the description down below, and you'll be able to find it. And other than that, we got some Twitter and some Instagram pages. If you are interested in following those, they are.
So on Instagram is @random.podcast. So at.random.podcast.
And on Twitter, we are @_randompod. So @_randompod. And just another reminder as well for all of our Indian friends, we are on the app Ghana, which is basically India's version of Spotify. So you can listen to us there. Spread the word. Keep telling everyone, because it's awesome to see like the downloads just going through the roof.
Yeah, it is amazing. It does make us feel so good.
Yeah, because we don't make any money or anything. We do this for fun. So when we see like stuff like that, it's awesome.
And try to aim to keep it that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So spread the word. Tell your friends. You know, I don't know. Tell everyone at work.
Yeah, and give us some feedback. You can always send a DM on Instagram or on Twitter.
Yep.
If you want us to talk of anything in particular.
Send in any fan art.
If you need help with anything, we are more than willing to listen, because we are still trying to do as much good in the world as we possibly can.
Exactly. And if the character Alex Jones has inspired you today to draw some fan art, feel free to send it through.
Oh, don't say that.
One thing I'm going to say, though, I will never make a tribute to, what is his name? Alex.
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli. I'm sorry. No, fuck him. Like, I will love you, India, but I hate that guy.
And he has no idea who that is.
No, who is that?
He's like India's cricket, like best player in cricket. You know, very colonial sport, which obviously, as an Australian, I like as well. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you basically have to like it then.
Yeah, and Kohli is basically like a god in India, so if we talk shit about him, they'll probably stop listening.
Well, then don't talk shit about him.
I didn't talk shit. I just said I'll never make a tribute podcast to him. And if we ever talk cricket, I will talk down to him.
I'm putting my veto on this. I want the Indians to listen to us. They're amazing people. Yeah. I'm going to make fucking t-shirts from that guy. I'm gonna look him up who he is. I'm gonna sell t-shirts with @randompodcast supports Coney?
Virat Kohli.
Yeah. That guy.
Well, on that rather weird ending, I'm done. I need to go clean myself up. I'm pretty messy right now.
Yeah, you got something in your beard. All right, well, thanks for joining us this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for listening to the show, and I hope you have an amazing week full of sex and lovely food and drink and alcohol and everything you want. And no COVID.
No.
For none of our listeners. Because from what I hear, our podcast cures COVID. All right, fuck it. Let's go. That was Ali sneezing.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.